Hi, Kendry. My name is Matt. I'm with Search Strategy. Terry said I could send this over to you, and I wanted to put this video together to show you some ways that you can use your website to drive leads and get you ahead of the competition and start taking some of the lion's share of some of the traffic that's out there. So I'm just going to jump right into it. First and foremost, it is an older site, but older doesn't matter as long as you have a lot of good content on here. And I'd like to see a lot more content on here, about 1,500 to 2,000 words, depending on the competition. I can show you, you can probably get away with about 1,000 based on your competitors. And the reason we want to do that is that there's an opportunity to have more keywords. And when a keyword, if you're not familiar, is something that someone might actually type into Google when they're looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can actually place those keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. And probably the first place you'd want to do that is up here on the title tag. This is the first thing that Google sees when they come to your website. And ideally, it would say, if roofing is where you're putting most of your eggs at this point, you would say something like roofing companies in Sacramento, and then your name. And then that would be the first thing that Google would see, and they know your website is about roofing, and that's really important. So got that, and let's see here. And incidentally, I want to take a look here too at some of your competitors. This one came up in search, so I did a search for roofing companies in Sacramento, and the first ones in organic search that came up were Cal Vintage Roofing, other than the big lists here like Angie's or this directory of Yelp. So they're getting a portion of the traffic that's coming associated with that. So anyway, back to their site. One of the reasons is they've got some good content right in the on their homepage here. There's enough content that talks about what they do. So we want that to be on your site as well. And the same here with these guys, NorCal Roofing. They've got, let's see, from about 300, well, they got 500, 600, 700 words. Plus they've got some keywords here that they're really talking about. So Google knows what your site is about. So the next thing I wanted to talk about so that's content. The other thing I want to talk about is backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another via some kind of clickable or hyperlink text. And these links act as a sort of an endorsement of your website from others, which Google users or which Google uses to build trust in your business by seeing that others are vouching for you. So if you had a link from Sacramento Bee linking to your website, that would be a high authority. It'd be related. You're in Sacramento. They're a high authority. That would be a really great thing to have, because it's like a popularity contest. So the better your the strength of your backlinks, the better you're going to be in terms of search. So, but one thing to keep in mind that not all links are created equal. So it's really worth noting that it's relevant to your industry or your locale, and it's not just like the random Pizza Hut in Rancho Cordova. So that's something I wanted to mention. But also, it is a bit of a volume game. So here's yours. Right now you have 67 backlinks with 33 referring domains. It means 33 websites are pointing back to your website with 67 total links. Cal Vintage Roofing, they have 4.6 thousand backlinks with 607 referring domains. So we have some catch up to do here. And then also NorCal Roofing, these guys, they have 678 backlinks and 192 websites that are actually referring to them. So those are really good to note, and you can tell that it has an impact on their organic traffic and their authority score, which is basically a ranking of the quality of the website. All right, so we go back to you have 2 organic searches a month and an authority score of 9. We got some improvement to do, but that can be done. All right, the third thing I wanted to talk about with you is citations. Now, citations is anywhere that your business, anywhere that you find your business name, your phone number, and your address, and they're shown exactly as they are here on the Google profile. So I don't see your Google profile here in these businesses. Let me see if I can find you here. Yancey Zumwalt. I don't know that you are there. So at any rate, we need to make sure that you have your name, address, and phone number on Google Business, and also that it would get you into other directories like Yelp, for example, would be a place that you'd want to have your name, address, and phone number showing correctly, and that tells Google that you are relevant in these local areas, and so you definitely want to do that. So Angie's List would fit, expertise, Better Business Bureau. There's hundreds of them that you probably heard of, and social media accounts are pretty good too. And the idea is really that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet, and the larger your online presence is, the more Google's going to trust you. And so once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you're to rank above them. And so this is actually one of the easier things to do that you can do yourself. There are tools that you can use. There's one called White Spark that helps with your citations. You could go ahead and put your citations all over the web and so start to at least come up in this map pack. So again, just sort of as a recap here, once you have your content, your backlinks, and citations come together, you're going to start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at in terms of traffic. So if you look at these guys, Cal Vintage Roofing, and this is, by the way, this is a tool I use called SEMrush, and it tells me all these, what the numbers are. So let's say you generated this amount of traffic, 465 search visits for a variety of these keywords, roofing company Sacramento, for example. You get a portion of them. Usually, 10% of those, let's just assume, are going to turn into customers. That's 40, or you're actually calling, you're going to have like a conversation with them, 10% of them. So it's like 46 opportunities. Half of them close. You're talking about 23 deals that come just from the website alone. So, I mean, I know you get good margins in roofing. I think that'd be some pretty decent revenue. And, that there are so many keywords out there that we could collectively put together that it would be worth your while to start exploring those. So anyway, this is what I do for a living, and I'm creating this video so to help you start generating leads on your own. But if you find that you want yourself wanting to talk about this a little bit more and scaling a little bit further, feel free to reach out. I can help you with some of that, and we can talk about your goals, and I can do more research and find out exactly what is realistic for you all and what it might take. So only thing I ask is that you leave me a little piece of feedback on this, just to let me know you watched it and said, yeah, this is great, or I'm not understanding, or just whatever you need. Again, my name is Matt, and my door is always open, so I really do appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much.